You can listen back to an Access Radio show that you love online. Dozens of locally made podcasts are free at accessradio.org.nz.
Welcome back to the Blackhouse. You're on the air today, 106.1 FM with Payton and Leah, and we've got Sounds by Somewhere on the tech deck. We've got a couple of guests tonight, this afternoon. First, I'm not going to introduce the second guest just yet, but we're going to introduce the first guest. We've got Rebecca Williams, who's doing the White Party tonight. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going, Leah? Yeah, great. So excited about the party tonight.
Awesome. And I think the Wellington weather has calmed down enough for a second to make us hopeful for a good night. So that should be exciting.
Yeah, to be honest, as long as it's not raining, even if it's raining, we'll come out. But, no rain is great.
Yeah. So no excuses.
Awesome. Hey, before we go on to a little bit more about the White Party tonight, can I ask you just to tell us a little bit about yourself? Have you always been into event planning, or is this a new thing for you?
Nah, it's definitely a new thing. Never done it before this year. I've always liked organizing events, but I've never done anything this big. And it kind of all started from me planning a surprise party for my best friend Tatenda.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And it was Afrobeats, and it went so well. And then I was leaving Welly, and I thought, I should do a big event to bring everyone together. That went really well. It was the Black and Gold party. And then everyone said, do one more.
Yeah, that was an awesome. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed just the vibe that night. There was no dramas. It was just cool. Yeah. So are you thinking of continuing with event management?
Well, I think whenever there's a gap, because I love my Afrobeats, I love my dance hall, and there's definitely a gap in Wellington. There's not any major parties going on at the moment. Yeah. So if I'm in Welly or even close by, I'd still want to come back and, organize something. Yeah. Maybe once a year or once every second year. We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because I always, I get real jealous because I would see in Auckland that there's always I think Afro Days was the parties to go to this year if you like your Afro beats. So shout out to them. But it's nice to see something coming through in the Wellington region. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, we definitely need more. I'd really love to see it happening on a monthly basis or even a bi-weekly basis, actually.
Girl, we go to the club that much? Just go on bi-weekly basis.
I'm here to live.
Yeah,
I haven't got one foot in the grave just yet. So
No, that's good. That's good. Like that. Maybe it's the Nana and me coming out. So that's okay. A bi-weekly would be cool. Oh, nice.
So what did you find challenging about organising events? Because I've done them in the past, like the deep, dark past. And I was wondering what you found challenging and what you found enjoyable about doing it. And
well, I found a lot of it has gone online now. So right. I just had to spend a lot of time on my phone, constantly messaging people, getting word out, communicating with DJs and the venue. Yeah. And it takes a lot more time than you realize. Yeah. So it'll take me hours and hours, and I'm not getting paid for any of this. So, It definitely takes up a lot of your personal time. Yeah.
Especially the promotion side of it. I do a lot of promotions. I just do it for free because if I'm going to be there, I want there to be a good crowd there.
Yeah.
I don't want to promote something and just not have any fun because, nobody turned up, so I really enjoy that. But back in the day, we used to free text everybody to get people to, before there was social media and stuff. So I know it takes a lot of time. And so do you think that it'll be different if you go up to Auckland and you start doing stuff up there, or do you think it'll be?
Auckland already has quite a scene there. They already have at least three places where they do these kind of parties.
Really?
Yeah. But I think once you get to know the people and see what space there is, definitely there's always more space because there's a lot of Africans in Auckland. But I think Wellington is just a really cool vibe, and we also have people coming from Auckland, to Wellington.
Just hang out and stuff, and also from those smaller towns.
Definitely in the middle, like Palmy people. I remember back in the day, any excuse, something, someone's barbecue, someone's first birthday party, people just want to get together, and especially when you know you're going to get the kind of music that you actually love. How many times have we tried, let's go out to town, you're sitting there out here pumping up your fist in the air, and that's no Afro beats to be played anywhere. So that's awesome.
For sure.
So
yes, so I'm really looking forward to it. I thought it would, apart from the whole promoting side of things and trying to figure out how to get the word out there. But do you feel like it's been something that's it's worth doing? It's something that I'm passionate about, or?
Yeah, definitely. Because once everyone comes out and you see everyone on the dance floor and it's full and everyone's having a great time and everyone talking about it after as well, then you're like, it was worth it.
So you're like, the sacrifice, I did it and it was worth it.
I've got a couple of friends I was talking to yesterday, and they're women of a particular age, and one of them was actually sewing her outfit.
Oh, wow, sewing.
And I was like, sewing?
Wow.
Are you serious? Is there still sewing machines around?
Good on her. Yeah. That's commitment.
That's commitment.
Your vibe is so cool that people will sew.
They're sewing their clothes to get in. I just thought that was so awesome because, you don't hear about people being that committed to come to something and just looking for whites.
White
Girl,
clothes.
that was like the homework assignment from hell. It was awful. Like, I'm going to be shirts and a pajama pants. I think that's me.
Yeah.
But figure something out. Boys are like going white t-shirts, black pants. They're halfway committed. Yeah. But it's like, that's a tough one, trying to find white clothes that are flattering.
Yeah. I think any theme you do, like you could, like they had Pink Shirt Day, a couple of months ago. And so every time you're looking for something specific, it's never there. Yeah. But on the off chance that you're just browsing, next thing you know, the whole world has got pink clothes.
Yeah, you'll see really nice stuff.
Yeah, always happens. Always happens. But it's cool to have a theme, something to get into, gets you excited. So
and
that's
you're
great.
Right. I saw your comment on Facebook. Dark skin wearing white looks really, really nice.
Really pops. Really pops.
It looks really good. And it's not the Zim party that was for the Taupo soccer fest that they had just recently. That was
They did the same thing?
That was a white theme too. And when all the girls walked in their white dresses, and you could say, boo-hoo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pretty little thing. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Misguided. Yeah, these girls have been planning for this.
Yeah, they've been strategic.
No, they knew about this. They had plenty of time.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's cool. That's a good one. We need that in Wellington.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I think that's pretty fantastic. And thank you for doing it. I'm going to wind it up a little bit now because I'm going to introduce this next song. But I'm so glad that you came in today and just told us about the party. Oh, the time it starts is when?
Oh, yeah. So it starts at 7:30 p.m., goes till 1 a.m. It's at Office Bar in Newtown.
Right.
And if you get there before 8:30, then you get a free drink. Yeah.
Awesome. Are we buying tickets
Girls,
at the
are
door?
you listening to that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So these tickets at the door are $10 each. Sorry you missed the pre-sale, but cash or bank transfer we'll be doing at the door.
Oh, sweet. That's
awesome.
Cool.
Free drink before 8:30, did you say?
Yeah, just one.
Are you coming, babe? Are you going to be there?
See, now all this pressure.
Yeah, the pressure's on.
All this pressure to know I will make an appearance. I just, after 20 people, please, let's just let it go. Let it loose on the dance floor. Come join it out. So that would be
We might even invent an Afrobeat, the Corona dance, like just for tonight. something.
We don't know.
Is there any Afro beats about the coronavirus?
Well, I'm sure. London Ting, are you listening? They always bring something first. So, no, that's awesome. Yeah,
I only know
can't
the Cardi
wait.
B one.
Yes, exactly.
So thank you, Rebecca, for coming in. We're going to play our first track now. And this track is from an artist from Glenview in Harare. We're stepping further abroad than just Aotearoa and Australia's African heritage artists, especially just for today because Sam Window has now touched base with Welly producer Sounds by Somewhere and ex-Orcs, ex-Zim producers and MCs now based in Melbourne, the Shotters. He's also Munya's cousin. So he's practically a New Zealander as far as I'm concerned. This is Sam Window and Anthony B with Jailbird.
Jamaica link up Zimbabwe. Anton beats and window.
Music.
Lockdown like jailbird. Waiting for the reverb. Still nothing can get we down. We saw Anthony B word. Lockdown like TV. Them say this one a mystery. Now when me look and see how much people are dead, it hurt me. Babylon, them a wicked at that man to see. Them no have love for humanity. Ready to kill the world just with vanity. A long time me learned that from me granddaddy. That's why me stay gangster like John Gotti. No believe in a Babylon fantasy. Earth we heal the nation, not ecstasy. That's the word of prophecy. Locked down like jailbird. Waiting for the reverb. Still nothing can get we down. This a Anthony B word. Locked down like TV. 2020 a history. Now when I look at what's going on, oh God have mercy.
Killer Joe, could I be a Magidian? World is turning upside down.
Million people perish.
Daily papers written down. It's a real thing, not a fiction. Action, confession. No action, education. Every nation, no protection. You know, should I say, Lord of mercy. Everybody say, Lord of mercy. Look up, look down, Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy.
Anthony Boom like jailbird. Waiting for the reverb. Still nothing can get we down. This a Anthony B word. Locked down like TV. Them say this one a mystery. Now when me look and see how much people are dead, it hurt me.
Now in Africa, right as in we here. Would I be ish of well? Tell them, tears around the world. Life is precious and gold. Babylon mind is terrible. Should I know good, not bad. Experiment people. So, pattern come on, step aside. Other God, Christian leaders. Babylon killing fellas. Cause human we sinners. Babylon living at hectares.
Like jailbird. Waiting for the reverb. Still nothing can get we down. This a Anthony B word. Locked down like TV. Them say this one a mystery. Now when me look and see how much people are dead, it hurt me. Locked down like jailbird. Waiting for the reverb. Still nothing can get we down. This a Anthony B word. Locked down like TV. 2020 a history. Now when I look at what's going on, oh God have mercy.
Oh, that is us. Are we back? Well,
Yeah,
we're
we're back
all
on.
back. Oh, awesome. So that was an awesome track. Shout out to the Zimbos in the world and them making their music. Not biased at all, just because I am Zimbabwean too. So big up to you. Well, today it's an awesome time that we're having together, and our next guest, I think we've all been anticipating. Who is it going to be? So we've got Chris CK. He's an enigmatic staple of Wellington music scene, an MC, a brand new daddy as well. So that is so many hats to be wearing as one person, but let's give it a big welcome to Chris to the Blackhouse. Welcome, Chris.
Hey, how you going?
How are you doing? We're doing well.
I'm glad to be here. It's
Glad
great.
to be here.
I've been looking forward to this for a second.
Really? Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I don't know how many people know about you out there. I mean, I've been following you for a bit because I noticed you. I noticed you from Moon. So you were practicing one day and I was like, who is this De La Soul dude doing on stage here? Like, what is going on? And so just tell us a little bit about yourself, you know, like...
my name is...
I don't want to say where you're from, but where you from?
It's a big one in here.
My name is Chris. I am of African-American descent, but I moved to New Zealand when I was 3 years old.
Wow.
And have lived here on and off ever since.
Nice.
I remember a time when there was only a handful of black people in this city.
Yeah, totally. Totally. In Wellington, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere sort of before 2004-ish.
Yeah.
You know, we all kind of knew each other by name.
Oh, 100%.
I guess, and would gesture when we saw each other in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been here for as long as I can remember, and then some.
Oh, that's so awesome. Good. So, I also mentioned that you're a new dad. How's that going?
If anybody wants to sponsor me with coffee, that'd be amazing. I'd love that. That'd be right up my alley right now. So if anyone's listening and wants to send coffee beans to the house, have at it.
Yeah. At this rate, you need something intravenous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know plenty of people with kids, and they're like, "Girl, I don't know how." But I say as long as they're alive every day, you're doing a great job.
Let me get this straight. I am doing hardly any of the heavy lifting. Shout out to my partner, who's really getting it together for us.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's amazing. So let me not take away from that. But yep, an intravenous drip of some coffee would be great because I am a little bit tired. But
that's awesome.
So I saw you the night your baby was born, baby daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, and you were just so I'm a dad. You just seem so energized. I'm a dad. I actually did it.
To be honest, I was just glad to be out of the hospital.
Really?
At that moment, it was how much of this? Yeah, it was a real experience.
Yeah.
My lady ended up having an emergency C-section, so it was actually trauma. It was actually kind of traumatic.
Just a little bit.
So what you saw was very much me being S-word, stuff is stable.
Yeah, we survived this.
And she actually sent me home to bed that night because she was like, yo, you have just been through it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was super sweet. She came around from everything and was like, are you all right? I was like, yeah, how can you ask me that? You just had an emergency C-section. She's like, yeah, but when they was wheeling me away, I saw your face like you were about to not make it.
All the color had drained from it, was it?
Yeah,
Ghostface.
You know that thing you do right after the color is drained from your face? That's kind of what it was like.
Wow.
Oh, that's backing each other up. I love that. And is any of this going to be influencing your music? Are we going to get...
Oh yeah. I pretty much just want to write children's songs now. If I'm 100% honest, I they don't play Yo Gabba Gabba or nothing on TV no more. So I'm
Yo Gabba Gabba?
Fresh Beat Band and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
All that kind of stuff, that hip-hop influenced children's music.
Oh, right,
so, I really think, to be quite serious, there'll be some stuff in the pipeline.
Wow, we've heard it here first at the Blackhouse.
Yeah.
There's
sooner rather than later. Have you looked up the net worth of the Wiggles lately?
No, I haven't.
No, but I know in Australia they are crazy popular.
All over
their
the
concerts
world.
are always sold out, and these guys are now in their 40s, 50s, 60s now.
Yeah,
they be shuffling them around now. I think they got some young blood in there, maybe. I think.
Yeah.
So, but those dudes are worth mad bank.
Yeah.
So I'm anything I can do to capitalize on that and maybe add a little more diversity to
a lineup of genre. A New Zealand version of the Wiggles?
I mean, I do like, I have the flair for color. So
right, yeah.
I'm down
and kids love color.
Exactly. I'm down on that. I mean, I don't know what it would sound like just yet, but I mean, I'd be singing my daughter's songs every morning and there's been some bangers. So cool. I mean, previously, this other thing I used to do before this was this thing where I would write like children's style songs for adults that were like motivational songs to get you like through the day.
Nice.
You know, like in the style of children's music.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, stuff like I'm an adult, so I eat ice cream for breakfast. Like, you know, like that kind of
Get you pumped. Get it pumped. That's the perk of being an adult. No, I love it. Yeah.
So now I just get to lean all the way into it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's so good. I wanted to ask you about when you started in music, because you came here at 3 from New York, is that right?
Yeah,
so you're from Brooklyn?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like the home of hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like this is what I want to ask you about. Like, how did growing up in that city at that time influence like you? Like there was so like lots of them. I'm just guessing at your age. I'm just guessing your age, but I'm thinking you were a 90s hip hop kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
I'm born in 87, so I am totally a 90s hip hop
awesome.
kid.
Same.
For me, I just used to, like, the big one for me was, like, I would still, because I was over here, but my biological family are all in New York.
Yeah.
So when I would get to go over there and, like, hang out with them, all I would want to do is steal tapes from my brothers.
Right.
Nice.
And that was, like, the vibe. Like, it's funny, like, my musical taste, like, because I didn't really, hip hop wasn't it for me as far as like black music was concerned, like early out. Like for me, like I was a nerdy kid, so I like blues music.
Right,
you know,
okay.
Like,
wow.
I'm kind of a nerdy kid, so I like blues music and all that kind of stuff, like different stuff.
Yeah.
So for me, that's what I was into. But then as I started like growing a relationship with my older brothers over time, I wanted to start stealing their tapes when I would see them.
Yeah.
And that's where I discovered all the great like rap stuff that was.
So you would have been the guy to go to over here.
Yeah. You'll be the plug for when you come back.
Yeah, for the hip hop tapes and stuff.
No? There are people far more qualified than me to claim that. I just listen to what I like. Like the thing about my musical taste with rap music, because I'm like such a omnivore for stuff, is that there's huge gaps in my knowledge.
Yeah.
Right,
I have some old African American ears. Like I just like what I like. I don't, like things don't. My taste doesn't really progress. I just stick to the classics.
Yeah.
So there's these massive gaps in the stuff that I know about.
Oh, yeah.
Catch me at
what
any
was
time.
the stuff that you were like gravitating to? Like, if you could name, everyone always asks this question: what is your top? We won't go 5 because that's heavy, but like your top 3. Who were like the ones you kept coming back to?
Wow. You might as well just say Bad Boy of the era, like.
Right.
As they started growing, you might as well say that all of that was me. Like the Locks is my vibe, Biggie is my vibe. Mace was like a super vibe to me.
I love Mace.
He was my
Mace.
guy.
His whole flow was
I think to me he was the one that pushed me over the line to be like, I want to grow up and do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
awesome. As a 12-year-old kid, 13-year-old kid, be like, nah, I want to do that. That's like the vibe.
Yeah.
Not many people name Mace. A lot of people go, they're like, Biggie, Tupac, and like, which are still great. Like they're big, but like, influence. Like it's funny what your taste has changed because of how people do it. Like for me, for example, I love like Nas's like style of music and how his flow of rapping and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Everyone's got an ear for certain things.
Yeah. Like me's definitely Busta Rhymes.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Busta Rhymes.
How could I not say that? Busta Rhymes is like above all things. How could I not say that?
Yeah, like
I made the list too short. I should have given you 5.
You should have gone to 10. You should have gone to 10. Today is the day.
Busta Rhymes and De La Soul. Yeah. When that De La Soul album dropped, and this is who you reminded me of when I was standing in Moon, having a random beer.
That is such a compliment.
I was like,
it's like you take it.
I don't even know what to do with it.
I had to look around the pillar of the.
Who that?
It's funny because I remember seeing your face and being like, I have impressed that lady.
Yes.
Like I wouldn't say that often, but it's like it's interesting. Every time I play at Moon, I catch a real enthusiast. Yeah. When I was in there last night, there was a dude that we had put on the bill, Nat Lover. Shout out to him. Yeah. And he was about it, and he knew my stuff. And he was like, nah, I got snuck on this bill, but I came to see you. Like, I wanted to meet you so we could work together.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
And I was like, yo, that's dope. But every time I'm at Moon, it's weird. I catch a real enthusiast.
And you were just doing...
Yeah, that was you.
The same vibe with you. I catch a real enthusiast that is looking back at me like, yo,
I feel
what the hell is that young black man doing?
Yeah,
like,
and this was sound check.
Oh man,
it wasn't
sound check. Oh,
that's what I love about Newtown. Though. That's the vibe. Like Newtown, I'll always catch like a real one. I feel like if I could like just capitalize on that and take that to like some of the more like jazz kid shows that we do sometimes. It'd be real good.
Oh, that's awesome.
And well, we're gonna go to this first track, and this is you and the Riker City Rebels, and
Riker City Rebels.
Yeah,
shout out to them. We just announced today that we are playing at Rogan Vagabond on New Year's Eve.
And see, I didn't know Riker City Rebels had that whole New Orleans vibe.
Oh yeah, they're like a second line band. Like they are the funkiest white people that you will find. They are amazing.
I love that New Orleans
I had
jazz.
no New Year's Eve plans, so I'm feeling like maybe this is what I'm going to be doing. This is the exclusive.
They can make you party. The Richter City Rebels can make you party like nothing else.
Love this.
They are quite amazing. I always enjoy playing for them.
Awesome. So we're going to go into it now. This is the Riker City Rebels featuring Chris CK with Take It Slow.
There's a couple of edits, a couple scenes, I ain't loving the credits. Love and leave it, don't be sick and attached. Quick analysis and leave it to perish. My oh my, your thoughts can run rampant. Twist and contort, your thoughts become stagnant. Trace the patterns you've been drawing, erase. Love yourself like Marilyn Manson. I brew the words like chicken soup on a cold day for your winter blues. Living truth, memories and lies got me wincing. Clinging to egoic means living truth, living truth. It's hard times for your freedom of speech. I can't lie, man, I'm feeling the breach. You ain't stopping me running these drums. That ain't sympathy, you're feeding the beast.
Take it slow, slow. Oh, take it slow, slow.
Remember having arguments with your friends that you could never settle. Before this Google checking spawn these phony intellectuals. Folks had to spend time to influence your timeline. Make me want a dead mind when I'm lost in think. Something must be out of sync, so I'm taking to the break before I'm pushed to the brink. In my mind and my method disappeared. Smoke never cleared, trying to kill my nerves by drowning them in beer. But it seemed to me that I could use a change of scenery. Couple tabs of acid around some fucking pretty greenery. Maybe on a balcony where I can see the stars. There's a lot of beauty in this world of ours. Get lost in it, take a minute, have a vision, pull together. Whatever, that's just the way I choose. All I'm trying to say is just do you and enjoy the view. Put down your phone for a second or two and just
take it slow, slow. Oh, take it slow, slow.
And we're back with Chris C.K. So that was not
the song. That was another song called Take It Slow off the Raw Collective Ghost Note Collaborative EP. I believe I did that before I was even a member of Raw Collective, so it seems like a couple lifetimes ago.
So the one we're going to play at the end of this section is the Riker City Rebels, right? Yeah. The New Orleans thing.
Yeah, we'd never know.
Oh.
So I noticed you've done a lot of collaborations. So, tell us a little bit about that.
It comes from, I like to play therapist a lot and just get into people's headspaces about, what they're into, what their songs are about, what they're going through. I enjoy that process of getting to know people.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
You know, I've made a lot of friends that way, so I really like collaborative efforts. Just 'cause I don't know, it just seems more fun. And then also the buck doesn't stop with me, and I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because it's not all on you to have something done.
Yeah, I mean, it's all well and good. I just find as a creative and as a solo creative, you could be in your head too much. And for me, making music is me trying to escape my head. So
right.
I like collaborating sometimes because I could just word vomit or beat vomit on whatever project someone wants me to work on when they ask me nicely. And I could be like, oh yeah, there's that. It's done. I could leave here and that's that.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your favorite collaborations then.
My favorite collaboration probably that I ever did was for my boy P. Stew and his orchestra, a song called Sham off a EP of his, the Straulini EP. And I really like that song. It's a collaboration between me and an MC called Angelo King.
Okay.
Of Third Eye. Yeah. And
are they
Wellington
local artists or are they international?
I guess they're international now. Third Eye consisted of Angelo and Mellow Downs.
Oh, right, yeah. Mellow Downs is doing some really cool stuff at the moment.
Yeah, Angelo left rap to become a chiropractor. So, he already was a chiropractor.
Okay.
But he left to do that full time and is a family man living in Australia now. But I really enjoyed that probably because of how his career panned out and what he went and did. It's one of those things where I'm really glad I got it in the box before he left the game because he said some real powerful things on the record we did together. So.
Right.
Awesome. It's like an exclusive thing of a time and a place, you can never get it again.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things that really embodied the perfect time, the perfect time.
Yeah, the alignment, everything at the right place, at the right time, and then.
Yeah, totally.
That's awesome.
Totally. I'm a big fan of when you actually manage to capture the vibe through collaboration and stuff.
Yeah. I saw your gig that you did, I think it was at the Newtown Festival. I don't know if it was this year's one or the year before. I think it was last year, 2019, and it was at the back of Baobab.
Oh, yeah.
And I got in there and you guys were actually...
First year or second year? We did that 2 years running with the shuffle, I think. Was it outside?
Outside, yeah.
Oh, that was a couple years ago. That one was savage. That was the one where we... that was the one where we had to politely ask that lady to leave the stage. I remember that.
Yeah, I think I was there when that happened. Something happened. It was really, but what I was really freaked out by or surprised by was when I walked in, you were actually doing the cover of Azalea Banks' song.
Oh, 212?
212, yeah. And I was like, what the hell?
Oh, yo,
that was and it sounded so good.
Some of these musicians, man, that I get a chance to play with are so off the chain that they just be pulling crap out like that, and I'm like, yo, this is the ultimate opportunity for me to rap on stuff that I otherwise would not even,
yeah,
or I wouldn't publicly get a chance to rap over because you can't find instrumentals like that,
yeah.
and you just be so on it that I'd be like. getting to rap to the stuff that I be rapping to in the shower, and that is one of those occasions.
Oh, that's awesome.
These dudes get these
that's
covers
the
going
power
on.
of collaboration, eh? Because you never know
you never know what's going to happen.
What's going to come out, and you're like, nah, I'm going to go with this. This is my vibe.
And are you still doing the Newtown Fest after parties like 2021?
If they want to hire me,
it's almost there.
If they want to hire me, they can definitely find my phone number somewhere. I would not be opposed to doing it. Let me put it that way. I would not be opposed.
Yeah, because that back of the garden vibe at Baobab, is it Baobab? It is Baobab, yeah. With the garden bar, that is such a good vibe out there. We were there this year at the back, and it's like an outdoor party, like when you're in Africa and you're in the outdoor bars. Yeah. It's like that. It's really good.
It is a real vibe. I really enjoyed playing out there. That we played outside there. It was real good.
Yeah. There's a lot of opportunities that I feel like are coming from this conversation. We've got kids' music ready to go, a hip hop twist. We've got, if Newtown Festival wants me to do some after party.
If I can get a Newtown Festival after party.
Yeah, party after party.
But of course, my coffee sponsorship.
Yeah. The thing I've found with you, Chris, is because you do so many collaborations, I never know where you're going to turn up.
That's good. I like being that kind of enigma because then if I don't show up, nobody knows I was ever supposed to be there. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
so once you see him, it's like special. You never know when it's going to happen
especially
again.
Especially with this new dad business, I don't even know what my life looks like right now. So it's like, I like being this enigma that I could like kind of book stuff, but then not show up.
Oh, wow.
It works out pretty well. But I always try.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to ask Payton?
I don't know. I'm just...
Ask me a hard question.
A hard question.
Somebody just asked me a hard question.
I wanted to know, when did you actually start emceeing? Like performing on stage and recording yourself?
Let me go with 2004.
Okay.
Whoa. Let me go with 2004. I would have just whatever year it was that I decided to drop out of high school.
Right. Which high school were you at? Were you at Willie High?
Yeah.
Nah, I was at Onslow College, and then I left there and was living in the Netherlands for almost 5 years. But during my time there, I dropped out of high school.
Right.
And decided that that was not for me. And
they've got a crazy Afrobeat scene over there. In the Netherlands and Sweden.
No. Yeah. They got a crazy everything scene over in Europe. It's so crazy that I don't know, it's just so crazy how they got everything that they need. Everything they need, and how black culture has worked its way into all the scenes and all the facets of their music scene as well.
Yeah.
In a big way too. I think New Zealand could take a lot from it.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you, in that line, what's the gap? What would make it more influential to see? Because, if you know New Zealand music, sometimes the scene could get quite repetitive of the people that we celebrate and the people that are well known. For example, absolutely. No hating, but how many 660 gigs could you do? I'm sure it's great, and I've seen them and they're awesome, but it's there's sometimes can get repetitive, and it's how do we get into the mix for things anything that's African inspired or African influenced to be
I think our day is coming.
Yeah.
I think our day is coming. I think the boys from Hamilton and stuff are really, really trying to, they are really trying to put on. Shout out to Ray.
Reza,
that dude's ears are amazing, and everything that he's putting out is great. I think the fact that we have an international athlete fighting out of New Zealand, that is black, he must be getting on all black type of money.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at Sportsman of the Year as a young black Kiwi. The shape of things is changing.
It's
I
coming.
think maybe we just need to wait it out.
Yeah, be patient.
A little bit.
So with that, I'm going to go to this next song of yours. Now this time we're going to get it right.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
this is the Rick the City Rebels Would Never Know, right?
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Perfect.
simple. When our paths started crossing more and more, and I began to take a shine to you. It was so chill and just a little silly, stealth slipping in and out of situations. The thrill of it. We didn't see the ground coming up to meet us. At the speed of sound, the seeds of our partnership seemed to fall apart a bit. What happened to the freedom we was feeling at the start of it? This 9-to-5 working life, I can't vibe with it. It's like a year's going by in 5 minutes. It's like my mind's full of clouds all the time, and I can't fight this feeling that these hearts of yours and mine ain't built to take it. The capacity is lacking. So take my hand and keep your eyes up here on me so you don't see the foundations cracking. For a while, maybe I can bring your smile back.
Take my hand and take the seat. Holding conversation that goes something about the better in your life. We will always go tomorrow, 'cause we all have time to borrow. But there's something about the feeling you can't hide. Let's go.
It's a go if she go both ways. Cause she got friends with red rings that I could tempt for days. One look could make the marquee raise. For now, let's get on the same wave and proceed with a blaze. Say she got a man, but it ain't the same. And the goals that they had together never came. Like a window, he just staring through a frame. But they fell out of love when he made it quit drugs. And she said she ain't done nothing in a minute. But if I got some, then she with it. I get it, there's no need to waste time. Fastest way from A to B is a white line. So what's a white lie in the name of a good time? Important to pick a moment for you to unwind. Appreciate the true beauty of rising sunshine. So come back to mine and sip some white wine.
Take my hand and take the seat. Holding conversation that goes something about the better in your life. We will always go tomorrow, 'cause we all have time to borrow. But there's something about the feeling you can't hide. Let's go get high. Let's go get
And we're back. That was Riker City Rebels featuring CK. And I'm just going to do a quick shout out now before we finish. As we mentioned earlier, Afrobeats White Party is on tonight at the Newtown Office Bar. Starts at 7:30, so if you want to get down to that, get down. It's $10 at the door. Also, tomorrow there's an African Communities meeting in Webb Street starting at 2 p.m. It's Sunday the 20th. It's open to all African heritage communities to attend. The event page is also on the Blackhouse Facebook page, so if you want to know all the details, you can get on the Blackhouse page and have a look. And Christmas Day, there might be something happening for everyone who's home alone on Christmas or doesn't want to be at home, because some of us don't want to be with our families at Christmas. So we're thinking about, well, actually, I'm not going to tell you what we're thinking about, but when I have absolute confirmation, I'll pop something up on the Blackhouse page so people got somewhere to go and somewhere to hang out.
Awesome.
Good time.
Ooh, nah, that is great. So something to look forward to. So keep an eye on our social media pages. So wrapping up with the awesome Chris CK. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, yo, thank y'all for having me.
So just so people have a teaser, something to look forward to. What's the direction for you next?
I've promised some people a solo album, so I better deliver.
Better deliver. Yeah. Any teaser for what kind of thing we have to look forward to?
What can I tell you? It's way more sing-songy than I thought it was going to be, actually. It's way more R&B-esque than I thought it was going to be. Just good boom-bap hip-hop stuff with like a sort of R&B twist. I'm really looking forward to like having my hands around my own project and like doing my own thing, and then like extending the olive branch to a couple people that could hopefully help me get it to where I need it to go.
Oh, that's awesome. So you've heard it here first.
Yeah, you guys have heard a whole bunch of stuff.
I know.
Yeah, we got it all out of you. We're like,
you guys
it's
got
like
it all
ringing it out, man.
You guys really got everything out of me today,
this is awesome. I can't wait. And when you bring out those hip hop lullabies as well, I can't wait.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
One way or another, I mean, I hope I don't get the two albums mixed up. But I feel like people should still mess with them either way, right?
Yeah, volumes. Let's do that. Let's do volumes.
Exactly, right.
Awesome. It's been great having you here. And I can't wait to see what comes up in the future, and a lot of exclusives we had on
2021 will be a good time.
I was checking out your management company label, Dust Supply. It says you shall acquire what is owed to you.
Yeah.
You reckon the mission statement is such a great mission statement? Are they living up to that? What do you reckon?
They're trying.
Yeah.
They're trying. I mean, their whole thing with them is that they're just trying to like put the money back in our hands.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
They're not trying to, I don't know. They're not trying to squeeze us for anything or nothing. They really just want to grow us to the point where we all get paid.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the way to go. Like, like I've heard and I've seen how some management companies I know people that have had bad experiences with management companies.
I mean, everybody has. I have in the past as well.
Yeah.
I have in the past as well. But credit to these dudes, even while Jazz was just doing like his EP before he like approached me with the idea of like signing or helping me put anything out, what was really like put him in good stead with that was like he offered me money off the bat just to feature.
Yeah.
Like, I get offered money to feature, but it was more like I didn't expect it from the scope of the project that he was doing.
Yeah.
And so for him to be like, yo, what's your time worth to you?
Right.
Yeah.
For my EP that I'm putting out of going, out of my going to university thing.
Yeah.
Like, this course I'm on, like I put this thing out, like I'll pay you for this. Like that to me was like such a strong gesture.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yo, I can mess with that. Like when he hit me back about like, yo, let's put some music out. I was like, I can mess with that.
Yeah.
No.
And so how did you find them? Like, where did you discover them?
It was just Jazz with that one. Like he hit me up. Like he had seen my show before. And he was just keen on the idea, like,
So they're Wellington based, or are they?
No, they're Wellington based.
Okay.
They're Wellington based.
So that's
he was just a dude that was into the vibe.
And are they taking on other artists?
They got a few people. The homie Kai that makes beats and writes amazing things and does amazing things. He's one of us. Steph Rose, who's an amazing DJ that like organizes events also for all different kinds of communities. She's one of us.
Yeah.
Green, amazing sax player that plays as like a sax player in heaps of like Wellington, like staple stuff. Like he's one of us. We out there doing it.
Yeah.
And then Rob and Jazz, who are like the label heads, also make music under their own monikers and stuff. So it's like, it's just community vibes. We all just trying to help each other get on,
Yeah.
That's really good information for a lot of our young MCs in the African community to know that there's management out there. And
oh yeah, there's definitely people out there to actually help you. If anybody would ever want to, if anybody would ever want help, I would definitely tell them come see us, because at least we can point you in the right direction.
Yeah,
I love that collaboration energy. Like it carries through, like not just in terms of like the music that you put out, but like the people that you come along for the ride and support you and stuff like that. So now that's awesome that other people can know that that's actually available.
Well, that's the way it should. I think that's the way it should be, because this stuff can really be like for sharks.
Yeah.
In a way, and that gets so tiring if you're not that type of person. Yeah. If you're just a good creative, like a good-hearted creative that just sees a way, like, that sees that you have a talent and you want to just, like, make money and feed your family and do whatever you got to do, like, being that kind of shark, it becomes fatiguing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
and then
totally.
you cannot focus on what you're supposed to do, and you know. So for me, it's kind of comfortable knowing I have friends I can lean on to be like, yo, can y'all go out there and handle this for me so that I don't have to be, so I don't have to be me from like, the mid-thousands. I can just chill out.
Yeah.
No, we like
exactly.
Hang out with my daughter and drink my coffee.
I think in the music industry in general, you need more of that.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Like it's nice to see that there are people who are willing to kind of, not take from the vibe of wanting to just, put your content out there and then let it be, let their world enjoy it, because all the background stuff gets in the way most of the time. Yeah, so no, I love that. I love it. And now you're the plug, so you've let us know, if with people, you can go where your worth is. Yeah, where your worth is valued. Yeah.
I just think to anybody out there listening that's like a young musician or just any type of musician or creative trying to get on, like, know your worth, man. Know your worth and make sure that everybody that you let anywhere near what you're trying to do with your life knows your worth, because otherwise it's just not worth doing.
Yeah. No. Oh, we love that. What a word for the day. Know your worth.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think that should be everybody's mantra when approaching creative ventures, I think, because sometimes being a creative and being self-employed essentially can be so open-ended. People will try and take advantage of you where they can.
Yeah.
The grand idea of doing it for the experience that we all get sold on so often.
Yeah.
No thanks. I want to get
wrecked. The grand idea of getting the experience. Yeah, I know it.
I'm here to dispel that rumor. I really dislike that. I feel like if you're working, you should get paid.
Yeah.
And just because you work in your bedroom or you work on the things,
or you work as a creative.
Yeah.
If you work as a creative, because that's kind of like I've grown up surrounded by creatives. My son's father's a creative. My sons are creatives.
Yeah.
And just that drama around the money and being a business head as well as being a creative head, it's sometimes can clash.
It feels like you're trying to make your left brain and your right brain talk to each other in a way that it's not supposed to. It's so different.
Takes away.
You need to be so emotionally in touch as an artist. But then to go out there and chase the money, you need to be so stonewall at something.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Wow. I'm watching the time. I can see it from here. We've got a minute out before we play your last song for the day. But I just want to say from the Blackhouse and to Chris, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, happy holidays.
What's your plans?
Because I am new dad man, I get to set I get to set the narrative of Christmas this year, and so our families are coming over to our house this year, and I don't have to do anything. I get to host Christmas this year, and it's great. Awesome. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we love that. Oh, well, it's been great.
Yeah, and thank you so much to Payton for coming in and rescuing me as the co-host for the last, 3-4 shows? 3 shows?
Leah, it's just, I'm like, if she lets me, I'll keep coming back.
You can keep coming back.
No, it's been great. It's been a really fun experience, and it's great to, to be introduced to such awesome people, and, let 2021 be the greatest one that we've had yet, so... Yeah. Watch out for us.
Yeah. Goodbye, 2020.
Yes.
That's all I got to say. And what an insane year. Mm-hmm. It's just been mental. So we're going to leave you all, the Blackhouse is going to leave you this year in 2020 with our last track of the day from the enigmatic new daddy-o, Chris C.K.
Yeah.
And this is his track that's going to go on that album that's going to come out.
So I got it for you in 2021, I promise.
Okay.
I promise. Right. I promise.
Okay. So this is his track, and it's called Continental Breakfast.
Yeah.
See you later, and Happy New Year, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Sunset, but what people fail to realize next, when are you getting up next? Up next, when you getting up next? Up next, when are you getting up next? Up next, when you getting rudely awoken from a dream that you can live. Certainly reduces the will to go out and chase something. Don't do as expected. Sit back and let the poverty kill you. And yo, I know it sound paranoid, but been feeling the effects of the voodoo. Same feeling sudden becomes null and void when I find myself rolling up blunts with the who's who. Know that I can make it if I choose to. Put my all in it, but eggs in one basket wasn't the way that I was raised. Trying to get the paper against my better nature and reduce the risk of seeing early graves. Just saying, age expectancy around 50, over halfway. Only thing to do is treat each one like a half day. If sleep is the cousin of what everybody ducking to me, I suggest the class A. We all waiting for the sunrise, that we can sail to the sunset. But what people fail to realize, when we ain't getting up next. Up next, up next, when are you getting up next? Up next, when you getting up next? Up next, when are you getting up next? Up next, when you getting proven and constant that nothing is promised. The universe has no due process. Forming complex makes it hard to plan. Then the happy-go-lucky shit getting out of hand. Get life is a party when somebody wanna shout a gram. Till the Monday come, when the Monday ain't come, and the honey's gone. Dishes dirty, rent's been paid, yet there's rats in the walls and that shit's okay. Get pull up the duvet, movies in the duvet, leave life in true state. I can live with my choices, voice y'all opinions, and mad is what I say. So fuck the Joneses, I'm keeping up with dreams. Trying to maintain my focus and stay up with the scene and find some balance between. Even if that means watching my reality getting split at the seams. Know what I mean?
This is my passion, you know? This is the essence of who I am. But before I had this, I was lost too. You see what I'm saying? You need to find your reason for living.
We all waiting for the sunrise, that we can sail to the sunset. But what people fail to realize, when we ain't getting up next. Up next, up next, when are you getting up next? Up next, when you getting up next? Up next, when are you getting up next? Up next, when you getting.
Wellington Access Radio is heard right around the world. G'day, I am Jack, listening from Sydney.